to you, NSMH.
This is your president, Kendra.
And this is your secretary, Lorena.
And we're so excited about all the events that we have for you this semester. This semester, our theme will be Industry Spotlight. So each month, we'll be focusing on a different segment of our industry.
For February, we're going to be focusing on event and meeting.
So for February, we'll be featuring a newsletter, we'll be having a back-of-the-house tour of the hub, we'll be having a special volunteer event, as well as our national conference.
So please make sure to check out the newsletter attached for more information.
Are a very critical part of our industry. Whether it's happening right here around us or across the world, events are happening every day.
For example, Rio de Janeiro is going to be hosting one of the largest events in the world. If you haven't guessed it now, it's Carnival. So it's going to be hosted on February 17th, so make sure to just Google a little bit about the event and just make sure to check out some of the clips because it's definitely something you should probably plan in the future. Also, the SPO Council is going to be hosting not a large of event, but it's definitely important. It's going to be the SPO Social, where you're going to have a chance to meet all the student organizations. It's going to be hosted February 15th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., so make sure to go.
Also in the NSMH world, our 23rd National Conference will be occurring next week in Washington, D.C. Included in this conference is one of the largest networking events for any hospitality student. So this event will include workshop opportunities to help us develop professionally, as well as opportunities for us to meet with our career employers to help us have interviews for the future.
You heard Kendra state a little bit about NSMH. You definitely have to know how to present yourself during an interview. So me and Kendra thought it would be a good idea just to give you some tips. So the first and very important tip is always research about the company that you're going to be interviewing with.
Exactly. Many employers will ask you questions like, well, what have you heard about our company? You can't say, I don't know anything about your company. So make sure you do your research before entering the interview.
Trust me, you'll look great. And if you know some interesting facts that no one else knows, you'll definitely have an advantage from the rest of the candidates.
So make yourself shine.
All right, and then the second interview tip would be practice. Always practice for an interview. It can be in front of a mirror. It can be with your parents. Anything would be great. You can practice with, I don't know, a teddy bear. That's still a great tool to just know how to present yourself in front of a future employer.
Exactly. You can practice in the mirror, as she said, watching your mannerisms, as well as you could even Google search questions that many industry people or many interviewers will ask you. So that way you won't have to say, I don't know. You can actually have a thought process of what you're going to say.
And because we are like tech savvy, you can definitely use your webcam. So that's another way to see if you're saying too many times, if you're looking a little bit nervous, and definitely check out those mannerisms. So our third tip would be during an interview. So during the interview, you definitely want to highlight the skills and the abilities that fits the job. You definitely don't want to highlight any skills that's not relevant. So make sure that they're always relevant for the employer.
Make sure that you talk about what's featured in the job description. And you don't have to have such random things. Just have what the employer is looking for.
Yes. And then also during the interview, you always want to stay upbeat and positive. Sometimes you may not notice that you are frowning or that you look nervous. So just make sure that you always have that smile and that positivity, because obviously they'll definitely notice that positive energy that you're giving.
Being upbeat is key in our industry. We always have to have a smile, and through the interview, your employer is judging you on not only how you answer your questions, but how you act as well. So make sure that you're always having an upbeat personality, because that's what we need in the hospitality industry.
And I know that many of the companies in our NSMH conference and companies outside are definitely trying to look for personality. If you can show your personality, that is the best thing. You don't want to be, I don't know, like dead and have no emotions or show nothing in your face. So just show your personality. And then the last tip, which we thought was essential, is that make sure you're smiling and relaxing. it's definitely hard when you know that this is like your dream job and this is the only chance you have to make an impression. But just breathe a little, drink some tea, I don't know, whatever helps you out before the interview. Just have something that can help you relax during.
Relax. It's just an interview. They just want to know something about you, and if you're stiff and uptight, they can't get to know you. So just relax and have a friendly conversation with your employers.
So basically, these are our 5 essential tips to just have a successful interview. So make sure to read the rest of the tips in our newsletter. And if you have any questions, you can email either us at tunsmh.org.
.org.
All right, see you soon.